In these videos here, I trade on the pre-race horse markets on Betfair. I use small stakes to illustrate one very important point. If you are a beginner trader, you have to start with small stakes. If you try and trade with large stakes, you are guaranteed to lose money. You have to start with small stakes, you have to learn how the market moves, why it moves, and build up your confidence. And that is the purpose of my videos, to show you that even with small stakes, if you just concentrate on getting the trade correct and not focus on the profit, you'll progress really fast, okay? So we'll jump in and do some trading. And now we're at Ludlow. Again, it's a very big field here. See, the favourite has 54% of the market. Second favourite here. Let's see. You can see the favourite has come in a fair whack already. But you can see there's not really much information to go on. There's virtually no money in the market, so I will just leave this now, and I'll come back on the 5-minute mark and see what I can do. So right now I'm going to jump on the lay side here of the favourite, just with a 30 or maybe £40 stake. See if that gets matched. And I'm doing this again, fairly speculative. Oh, just as I did that, there was a huge stake came in there, massive stake came in and wiped out a lot of positions there. Again, okay, when that happens, obviously a total pain in the ass, right? But what you can do? Either you can sit and wait a little bit and see if the position corrects itself, or have a look around in the other horses, look if there's more money coming in for the same horse. If there's not, just be patient, wait a few seconds. And at this point here, you can see it is correcting itself, and you can now, right now, I can put, for example, try and get out here for just a small loss, okay, instead of a big one. Whereas now you can see it's going back down again. That's generally speaking not a great sign. So what I'll do now is I will just take this loss, okay. I'll suck it up. I'll take the loss, okay. And because sometimes that just happens, okay. And when that happens, you have to have the self-confidence and just the gumption and the persistence to accept that it went against you, right? It's not your fault. It's not that £6,000 came in there. I had no idea it was coming. It came in. You have to have the emotional ability to go, okay, I'm gonna kill that trade and take the loss. Okay, because what happens here a lot of time, and I'm guilty of this as well, a lot of time people will sit and wait. No, it has to return, because they are unwilling to accept the loss. Okay, so right now, if this continues down here, I've made the right decision. All right, if it goes up again, it doesn't matter, because at that moment I feel like I've made the right decision, because there's a very good likelihood that the favourite is going to come in price, because it's the favourite. So now I'll just literally hit enter, reset the ladders, and re-enter this market as if I am completely fresh. And I'm going to ignore this red here because it does not affect my next trade. Okay. So right now I'll just basically jump back in here and start again. But there is not a lot of action in this market. You can see there's not a lot of movement. Second favourite is starting to come in now. There is a bit of money. But I do feel the favourite probably is going to keep coming in, because there is a lot of money flying around on it. So I'm going to jump in here on the other end now for £50 on this favourite, and see if I can. Oh, there we go. There's another. See, now this time I was lucky enough. I was on the right side of the big money coming in. Okay, and same again. I'll just I'll get out of this trade because it's looking fairly volatile, this market here. I'll just get out there, and that's reduced my loss a little bit. Let's wait and see if that gets taken. See this third favourite here starting to drift out quite a bit. Yeah, there's no other horses here. No, okay, cool. So what I can do now, you can see this market is fairly flat, right? It is just bumping up and down here within this region. It's not really moving. He says as it starts moving. So at this point here, I'm going to jump in here. I'm not sure what happened there. My video just stopped. But anyway, so I jumped in. I jumped in with a few scalps there, just to offset the position. And so you can see I ended up with a 42 pence profit. Okay, so I managed to recover from that loss in the beginning, right? And again, I did that purely by just sitting calmly, and just the main thing to point out there was that in the beginning, when I initially made that mistake, you do need to be very good at just admitting you were wrong. Okay, at that point, when that huge stake in the beginning came in and took out my positions, that could have easily continued, and it could have easily continued to come down here in price. Okay, so at the end of the day, I managed to recover, and that's the whole goal here, is just to not lose money. Okay, that's the end goal. So this type of result here is a huge win for me, because when you go from like a £1.70 or a £2 loss to a 40 pence profit, just using small stakes, that's a huge win. So it's so important that when you do get it wrong, just don't blame somebody, don't blame yourself, don't blame the market, because the market doesn't care. Just reset, get out if you want to, if you think it's the best thing to do, and then jump back in as if you're a completely fresh trader, right? So I'll now jump on to the next race.